Hello you guys, and welcome back to this channel. Welcome back to One in a Million. My name is Eunice Chan, and I'm so excited to have you guys here to join me in this discussion today about the easiest way to create daily videos. So if you guys are watching this video, it's like, oh, you're pretty committed, aren't you? And I intend to do this video to help you on your journey to find the easiest and most direct way and the most effortless way and the most enjoyable way to create your daily videos so that you can grow your YouTube channel and you can like develop this identity of like becoming a YouTuber, or help you to actually like navigate through this process if you've been like having a really hard time like stick to this, consistency thing. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. So you've probably heard a lot of like motivational speakers and motivational channels and a lot of like YouTubers who tell you that consistency is the key. It's like their secret. In my experience, consistency is not the secret, and I'm going to share with you why in this video, and I'm going to tell you an alternative that I use and I experience that actually has made creating videos very easy and effortless for me. The way that I'm creating it right now, it's so easy, like I don't even have to think much about it. I mean, I thought about it, but let's talk about consistency a little bit, because like even just like saying that word, it feels a little like for me, like it's just icky. Now, consistency implies that you've committed yourself to do something over a certain period of time and that you have to do it in order to follow through. Whether if you like it or not, whether if you're feeling good or not, you have to do it, and if you don't do it, then it means that you have not been consistent. So the success on that term is based on how much you basically stick with it. It implies no freedom, it implies no choice, it implies like only just willpower and discipline, which a lot of times, yes, there is willpower and discipline involved in like us pursuing our goals, but there's no like, there's no such thing as fun, as pursuing the joy of it, as like, having having an amazing time doing the thing. It's just like willpower and discipline. And I want to ask you, how sustainable is that really? And yes, like on the days where you actually managed to follow through, yes, you could give yourself a pat on the back. You get that brownie point, you get that like golden star you give to yourself because you feel good that you've done it. And what if you don't? What if you don't? And yeah, I'm sorry, that honestly does not sound very fun and sexy for me. In my journey of building my YouTube channel, in my journey of shifting my identity, growing myself, developing myself, evolving myself, I break a lot of freaking rules. And so you're going to watch me break these rules and see what works best for you. Like see if, this works for you and if you want to use this for yourself. So these are some of the tips that I'm going to be sharing with you today. Now, if you have been told to focus on consistency, like that's the thing that you need to pursue. If you've been told that, oh, you just need to be disciplined, you just need to be focused, and you feel good on the days that you've done it, you get that star, and because you've followed it religiously, and you feel bad that you haven't. It's like, it's like a feeling of like up and down and up and down. And it's like, oh, it's so late and I just want to sleep. I just want to like, oh, can we just like do this tomorrow? But like that part inside of you, it's like, no, you cannot, because if you miss this, then you're not consistent. Then you're not worthy of your success, or you're not deserving of your success. It's like that inner dialogue and that criticism and that judgment starts to creep in. So it's like, how dare I not follow that, right? It feels like a game that is set up for me to lose. And honestly, it doesn't feel very good. Even if I manage to follow through with it, even if I did do the video, if I posted the video at like 11:59 at night, I still don't feel so good about myself. It's like I didn't allow myself to rest and I pushed through with like the last final hours. That's not fun for me. I don't like this kind of success. Like this does not feel successful for me. It does not feel like freedom for me. It feels like slavery. You want to know how I stopped tripping myself up over consistency? You want to know how I stopped feeling bad over myself? I actually just let go. I stopped chasing for consistency. It's not the metric I even think about anymore. It doesn't even cross my mind. If you're thinking, oh my God, that's crazy. Like, how could you do that? Like, would you just be lazy? No, I'm not freaking lazy, and neither are you. The reason you'd think, like you've been programmed to think that if you're not chasing consistency, then you'd disappoint yourself, you'd be lazy, you wouldn't have any goals, you wouldn't pursue anything, is because you don't trust yourself. You don't trust human motivation. You don't trust your own motivation. You don't trust your own vision. Because if you have that vision, if you have that intrinsic passion, that pull inside of you, that you want to shape the world, you want to make the world a better place, you want to express yourself, you want to get your message out there, you're not going to be lazy. You're not going to let yourself do that. Those ideas of yours, they're going to keep coming and knocking on your door until you answer them and be like, okay, yeah, I'm ready. Like, let me share this message. Let me make this video. Let me help some people. You're going to do that. But not because you tell yourself, you've been hammering that idea of consistency into your mind to tell yourself that, oh, I better be consistent. So this is where you need to learn to trust yourself. Now, the problem is most people have been told that if you don't have discipline, you're going to waste your life away. You're going to give up on yourself. You're going to disappoint yourself. You're not going to give up you're not going to let any of those happen to you because you have a vision. I know those of you who are watching this video, those of you who are on my channel, you have a vision, you have a drive, you have a passion. So you don't have to worry about giving up on consistency and then thinking that I'm just flying without a parachute. You will catch yourself, but you have to trust that. It honestly, like I personally feel offended when people tell me that you cannot succeed unless you're disciplined. You cannot succeed unless you're disciplined, unless you're consistent, unless you push yourself. How disempowering is that for me and for all human beings to tell me that the only way that I could succeed is if I force myself to do the things that I don't want to do, if I guilt myself into doing it and put myself in the most uncomfortable situations and I shame myself if I don't? Is that happiness? No, that's not happiness. Not for me. That's not my definition for success. I want to be on the game where I am expressing myself, I am living my biggest life, I'm sharing my message while I'm enjoying it, while being my best self, like having the time of my life. I don't play the game of disempowerment. And instead, I shifted this one thing, and this one thing has helped me skyrocket my creativity ever since. I never have to worry for a single day that I don't have content, that I don't have something to talk about, that I have to force myself to come up with something. Never. You don't even have to batch create. You don't have to sit yourself down and lock yourself away for like 5 hours and like just type out a bunch of content only to like film it all in one go. You don't have to. I know a lot of people suggest that, and if that works for you, amazing. But that's not the only other alternative, because that doesn't work for me. I'm not going to do something that doesn't work for me. I realized if I want to do this in the long run, I want to have a lot of fun. I want to enjoy it. I want to have the time of my life as I'm doing it. That for me is my own definition of success. And like I said, I break a lot of rules around here. And yes, maybe other people told you, you have to work really hard, you have to grind, you have to hustle, you have to fight, you have to like beat yourself up, you have to feel bad if you don't like stick to it, you have to just like push and force yourself to do the things that you don't want to. Yeah, I mean, that there are people that are out there who believe that and who succeed. But like I said, I make up my own rules around here because, hey, you know what? I love myself. I decided to create only when I feel good. Only when I feel good, only when I'm turned on, only when I feel sexy, only when I feel amazing about myself, when I'm like connected to my body, you know? Like when I'm in my vibe. Today, for example, I feel amazing and I just like, there are just 3 videos that like poured out of me and I just like was writing like crazy and you know, my fingers were typing so fast that I'm just like trying to catch all those thoughts. That's how creativity happens in my world. There's no batching, there's no planning, there's no, you know, worrying and stressing. It's just like, oh, it just like flows through me. I don't have to think about, oh my gosh, like what am I gonna talk about? What am I gonna think about? What am I gonna, you know, how can I give more value? No. This is the creativity secret that I came up with, and I've been playing around this for a little while. Only create when you are really connected and in touch with yourself. Not when you're disconnected, not when your mind's all over the place, not when it's late, like, and you're tired and you're just like trying to cram the work in for the last hours. It's just when you are in the depth of your feelings, in the depth of your thoughts, when you're like lost and carried away in thought and you're like, oh, something just hit me, you know? Or like when you're just having the bubble bath of your life, the moment of your life, and you're just like amazed by how you're surrounded by all these like inspirations and ideas, and you're like, I could pick anyone right now. Honestly, like everything just feels so good for me. Only create when you are super tapped in and connected with yourself. Then your content is not going to be something that you have to think about, that you have to plan, that you have to stress about. You don't have to think about how I can be more useful to people or how I can add more value to people. That's not something that you have to think about. Although, when you think about those things, you will create good content. But it's the difference between creating good content and creating Godspeed and gold content. Like that's the difference. So when you have a really strong feeling or a sense of connectedness with yourself and you feel really tapped in, you feel really energized, or you feel really sexy, you feel really turned on, that is when the ideas hit you. Your insights, your wisdom is going to find itself through any way, any meaning for it to be expressed through your words, through your expression, through your videos. Like you don't have to worry like how it's going to come. You don't have to pre-plan it. When it comes, it comes. It will find its way through. So this is literally the fastest, effective, and the easiest way to create the best stuff ever. The reason why creativity comes so fast when there's an emotion behind it, or when there's a feeling or like an insight behind it, is because emotion is the most distilled and purest form of your vibrational experience. And because you are a vibrational being, you sense and feel vibrations before you have the thought. You feel something before you think of something. So like the vibration always comes first. That's why when an emotion hits you, it's like it comes the fastest and it's the most potent and it's the purest form of expression. And then now you just have to work out like, okay, well, how do I put it into words? Like I've got this crazy download, this crazy idea. I've got this like massive light bulb moment. Okay, now I just have to figure out like how to put it into words. And honestly, by that time, when you're feeling so charged, so tapped in, so connected with yourself, it's just a matter of how fast can your fingers or your mouth catch up to how fast your thoughts are coming to you. So this is how I make it really easy for myself to create like videos, just like, you know, back to back, and I don't even have to think about it. It's like minimum effort required and maximum production, maximum efficiency. So that is my secret. Good luck to you guys for understanding this, wrapping your head around this, and experience this shift in your body, like finally allowing yourself to like let go of that pressure this is probably something that you have to learn to trust yourself to do, like over time. It's probably not going to like just click in your body like, oh, okay, like now I just let go of consistency. Like now I just don't think about it. It's like if you've been trying to be consistent for a while and all of a sudden you like tell yourself to let go, your system is probably going to freak out and you're going to tell yourself, oh my gosh, I'm never going to get anything done. I'm going to, I'm going to be the worst person ever. I'm never going to succeed. So like be gentle on yourself as you ease into this new belief, but then know this, your success is only defined by yourself. So nobody else in the world, no guru, no coach, no teacher, no one on YouTube can tell you what your success means to you. If you like to work hard, if you like to grind, if you like to hustle, if you feel like that brings you more value to yourself, then do it, because that will be your definition. This is how you will build your success around your world. But if you want to have your own definition of success, if you want to break some rules with me, right? If you want to rewrite the rules of what new world of success means to all of us, right? For ourselves, for our families, for our children, for the next generation, right? Like we get to rewrite what success actually means so that we can actually have the kind of life and relationship with ourselves that we desire to have. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was super fun for me to create. And as always, I really enjoy spending this time with you. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button and also subscribe to my channel so that you can plug into more of this type of, content, conversation, tea time together. Actually, no, it's coffee time really. So that's all. Thank you for tuning in. I will see you guys in the next video.